So we are looking at the knee slice pass, Tyrone at the bottom. Let's just go over at what I am looking to do from a passing perspective. So again, this is probably the most common and high percentage pass in Jiu-Jitsu. So again, a level change, get Tyrone's back on the mat. Again, we covered this in the passing mesocycle. I don't want his feet pointing at me, so I can use a parry catch, make the grip, and then I'm going to cut an angle and pin his knee to the mat. Notice the way now his feet aren't pointing at me, and I'll move into the split squat position. My goal from a passing perspective is to get my knee, into that sweet spot where his center line and hip line cross, just there. The second I get that, I'm looking for head control. I can do that indirectly. I can do it with an underhook, whereby my right arm is controlling Tyrone's left arm. I can do it with a lapel grip. It's the same thing if you think about the lapel as a rope around Tyrone's neck. Once I make that grip, I'll be looking then to tighten the lapel with either finding the sleeve or finding the elbow. But either way, when I pin that, now I'm looking to turn my hip, control his hips, and then this arm is looking for head control. Again, one more time on that. So I create space with the parry catch. I can move in the split squat, which is the staging position. And now from this position, as I try to bring my knee to the mat, my right hand's finding that far collar, and I'm looking for sleeve control. I like that push-pull variation, whereby I'm pushing on his far shoulder and pulling on his near shoulder. Notice the way, before I move into the passing position, Tyrone's legs are in a straight line. From a passing perspective, I want to move his legs into a bottom leg and a top leg, whereby I'll be trying to bring my knee across the bottom leg. Tyrone's goal is to get his legs back into the straight line, and if he can get that and the center line back, he's got guard retention. So as I move into the position, I'll be finding that collar or that push-pull. As I turn my hip, control the hip line, walk his hips back, then that hand looks for head control. Let's look at first drill on stopping the knee slice pass you're passing, bro. So it's just really the opposite of what Tyrone's looking to do on me. So from our position, the second he moves into the split squat position, better just turn this way. He wants to get his knee to the mat. If he gets his knee to the mat, he's wanting to take a bagger step. So the first thing I'm looking for is my right arm is going to come underneath my right leg and kind of make a little bit of a buffer here. Again, the reverse De La Riva hook, when it originated, it was actually used as a counter against the knee slice pass. We're not going to go into detail on that. We're just going to use our arm and our leg to leg press to try and win this battle of him not letting his knee to the mat. Again, he'll want that sleeve, so I can just keep it under here, and he will be pulling up. He'll also be making his grip as well. Notice the way I use my knee shield to create distance, and now my other hand, my left arm, is going to make a reverse collar grip with a thumb down grip. When Tyrone tries to initiate his pass, his head is looking to come towards mine, and then he turns his hip and he has the pass, take a back a step. So the goal of my left arm is to make a frame and a wedge to keep his head as far away from mine as possible. So as he moves into the position, my right arm comes underneath, acts as a buffer. I'm bringing in my knee shield to create space, and my left arm is pushing on his upper body. As he tries to get close to me to initiate the pass, I'm not letting him get his knee to the mat. I'm also keeping my arm glued under my leg so I don't get into this push-pull kind of movement that he's after. And now, notice we have a bottom leg and a top leg. I want to get my legs back in line again. So from that grip, I'm pushing to create space as Tyrone tries to initiate the pass. If my arm does happen to get pulled out, watch, even though Tyrone's controlling it, my right hand is going to circle underneath and grab his wrist. Now from here, as he tries to get close, I can use my knee shield and my left hand grip to free up my leg. I put it on his hip, and now I'm going to turn my hips so I'm facing him again. And now from this position we're back into playing our open guard offensively. One more time on that, bro. Just stand back to there. So Tyrone makes his grips. I move in, so bottom arm acts as a buffer. Even if he finds that sleeve, it's no problem. My top arm makes a reverse collar grip, and I'm pushing Tyrone back and using that knee shield. And even if it's hard trying to pull that arm out, it's difficult if I keep it wrapped under here, but even if he does, as long as I circle my hand, now I can make the grip. As he tries to get close, it's not happening. That knee shield and my reverse collar grip frees up now this leg, so I can physically put my foot on his hip. My other foot will come back to this hip. I can use that to create space, and then we're back into being offensive with the guard. Once we get our legs back in this position, when he hits the pass, there's a top leg and a bottom leg. I get them back to here, get my center line back, and then we're ready to be offensive from our open guard again. So that's our first knee slice guard retention drill.